I'm Louise Harris from Last Research and Editing and Christian Marketing Experts. And this week on The Last Word, we're going to be talking about change and how change is good. So let us get started. As you can see from my background that my house is different. And that's because we're waiting for the carpet layers to come in tomorrow and Tuesday to give us new carpets. And this reminded me that change is always a good thing, and business owners who adapt to change and accept the change are usually more successful. So, how can you change? Well, one, the industry could change. For example, there's a lot of writers who are starting to embrace artificial intelligence to give them ideas, help them write content when they're pressed for time, or other reasons to use AI. They're not exactly having the AI write the entire story. If they do, then they go over it and make sure they edit it and put it into some kind of friendly speech. Because computer generated content can sound like computer generated content, and it won't sound like a human. And without that human element, it loses its power. So, the saying goes, the pen is mightier than the sword. And the reason for that is because words are power. And if you're a writer, you have that power in your hands and you can blast it out to the world. But if you're using a computer, then you need to make it sound better. Okay, 2, your work environment can change. Now, if you are in an office and all of a sudden you're allowed to work from home, that's a change in your work environment. If you were working for a corporation and decided to quit because the stress was getting to you, and work-life balance is always important, family should always come before your work, and God should always come before your family. So that can be a change in your work environment. Or in my case, I'm getting new carpets. I have been working on my house for a long time now, and we have always gotten new carpets when we were about to sell our house. But for this time, we're actually getting carpets that we're going to be using, and we're not going to be selling our house. And I'm excited to get in the pretty colors to go with my pretty color walls. You can't tell from the video, but it's not white and it's not dingy. A few years ago we had the walls painted, and it's called Jersey Cream. So has a little bit of yellow in it, but it's very much a beachy color, but it's a pale cream color, but it just adds a little bit of color to the house, and it's not dingy because it was freshly painted. When the carpets come in, it's going to add to that, so my work environment is actually going to change and probably inspire me for when I do my work for my clients. So those are the reasons why you want to adapt to change and accept to change, or I should say those are the ways that you could change in your business. But you want to adapt to change and accept the change and not fight it. Those companies who fight it have more issues than those who accept change is coming and find a way to adapt. If you adapt then you're more likely to stay in business. Look at some of the big companies who are now out of business because they did not adapt to change. One is Blockbuster Video, although there really is still one Blockbuster Video in the United States. It's in Bend, Oregon. But for the most part, Blockbuster Video is out of business. And the reason is because they didn't adapt to the desires of people to have movies on streaming services and to have instant movie availability. And so Blockbuster was still renting videos, and it started with VHS. People went to Blu-ray players and DVD players. Blockbuster did switch to Blu-ray and DVD, but it didn't really go the third step as far as the streaming services. So that is why they went out of business. And Redbox, which was similar to Blockbuster Video, but it's you rent the videos for one night and you return them, and then you can rent another one. Redbox has now put in a service where you can do on demand and you can do streaming. So Redbox is trying to adapt, but it isn't doing so well. So that is a company to watch. So when you see the changes happening around you, you need to say, okay, how do we use this change for our good? As writers, one way to adapt to change is to embrace artificial intelligence, but be cautious about it, because there's still a copyright issue, and there's still the whole issue of it sounding very computer generated. As business owners, you can adapt to change if a new idea comes your way or new technology comes your way, and you use that for help. A good example is Be Savvy. It's a company that has taken the best of all the other companies and put them into one place. It is actually a super company, and you really should consider going with them as opposed to something like Salesforce, because it's cheaper and it's better system. And then so I invite you to visit my websites, www.lastresearchandediting.com, www.christianmarketingexperts.com, www.amazon.com/author/Louise Harris, and buy some books. I also wanted to let you know that I am trying to get my email marketing in gear, but I'm struggling because of the stupid coding that is required by Google and Yahoo. And so keep a watch out for that. If you are watching this but have not subscribed, please subscribe, because it does help my YouTube rankings and my reputation on YouTube. Thank you for watching, and always keep smiling. Don't worry, be happy.